Welcome to your Venus square Uranus transit forecast for all 12 signs. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. I specialize in traditional, Western, and evolutionary astrology. I'm excited to share this month's transit forecast with you. Please like and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. If you are new here, you can find more about my offerings at willowgracemystic.com. For those of you who are always here, thank you for your continued support. I greatly appreciate you. So Venus in Aquarius squaring Uranus in transit, this forecast, it's a call for growth and for innovation within each one of us. Astrology serves as this cosmic guide. It's always marking moments when tension can lead to transformation. And on December 28th, 2024, it's the days that are leading up to this, and on this date is one such pivotal day. The planet of love and beauty and values and harmony, she forms this challenging square aspect with Uranus. Uranus is the planet of disruption, innovation, chaos, freedom. The planetary alignment, it invites you to confront these areas of your life where comfort and tradition may no longer align with your evolving needs. The square isn't about easy harmony. It's literally about stirring the pot, because Uranus thrives on the unexpected, while Venus seeks out this connection, pleasure. When these two meet up in a square, the energy can feel unsettling and uncomfortable. Whether it's the universe is really pushing you to break free from your outdated structures, and it wants you to embrace something that's radically new. Whether it's your relationships or your finances or your personal values, this transit is truly calling for like a closer look at how do you balance freedom and stability and individuality and your security. Venus symbolizes love of relationships, beauty, values. It governs our connections with others. It's how we experience pleasure, whether it's through partnership or through creativity or material comforts. Now, Venus in Aquarius, it highlights the intellectual connection and the progressive creativity, or it brings about progressive thinking within your partnerships or within your relationships. Venus in Aquarius is less about emotional intimacy, and it's more about these shared ideals, and it's about freedom and exploring unconventional ways to relate to others. Now, Uranus is known as the Great Awakener. Uranus rules innovation and rebellion and unexpected change. It literally disrupts the norm in order to reveal where the growth and authenticity are needed. And so it shakes up the status quo. Now, Uranus in Taurus, it disrupts our attachments to material security, to our finances, to our traditions. Taurus energy, it typically seeks out stability and comfort, but Uranus is challenging these ideals. It's urging us to be innovative and to rethink our resources and our values. Remember that a square aspect, it brings about tension and conflict. It's often seen as a challenge that demands action. And so while it might bring discomfort, squares serve as these catalysts for growth, and they push us to address these areas of our life that we've outgrown or that we've ignored. Partnerships may feel unsettling, while there could be sudden shifts or these revelations. This is going to be a time to assess whether your connections with others both honor your freedom and stability. There can be unexpected changes within your income or with expenses or resources that could now come up, prompting you to rethink your financial strategies. You might feel this pull between desire for independence, which is Aquarius, and this need for stability, Taurus, because this transit is challenging you to find this balance that supports growth without sacrificing your values. The tension between these two planets, it often sparks these innovative solutions. Use this energy to think outside the box with love, with your finances, and your creative projects. Embrace the change of Uranus because it's thriving on the unexpected. It might feel disrupted, so lean into these opportunities that it can bring you for your personal growth. Venus in Aquarius, it really values honesty and our intellectual connections with others. So use this energy to have these meaningful conversations about what are your needs, what are your desires. While Uranus is shaking things up, Taurus is reminding us we need to stay grounded. We need to engage in practices that can help center us, like meditation or spending time in nature. The key to working with this energy is being adaptable, letting go of these rigid expectations, and to remain open to what the universe is now unfolding. This Venus-Uranus square is a cosmic wake-up. It's urging you to break free of anything that's holding you back from being your most authentic self. The tension can feel really uncomfortable because it's ultimately here to guide you towards this new level of understanding within relationships, partnerships, your finances, your personal values. Think of this transit as an opportunity to question the familiar and for you to embrace the change with courage and curiosity. The universe is reminding us that growth often lies just right beyond that comfort zone. And so this alignment is providing the perfect energy for you to explore that new frontier. Offerings this month, join my Patreon community for exclusive astrology content. As a member, you'll gain early access to ad-free videos, monthly live tarot, energy, astrology Zoom sessions. It's the perfect space to dive deeper into the celestial currents that can guide your life. Go to the link below and check out the description for the different tiered memberships that are available. Also, special for Capricorns, celebrate your birthday with a solar return reading at a special rate at Capricorn 10. And do this at the checkout to enjoy this limited time discount. Schedule your appointment today and discover what the universe has in store for you. Additionally, I'm offering live astrology consultations every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Reserve your spot and get in the queue because spaces fill up fast. And be sure to sign up using the link below. I look forward to sharing and connecting with each and every one of you. Now let's dive in. So for Aries, Venus is currently in your 11th house. And for you, this is about friendships and social circles, your networks, your goals. The 11th house governs your long-term aspirations. It's about your community involvement that comes from either friendships or how you receive support from others. Venus here is highlighting your relationships with your social networks and your sense of belonging here. The square comes with Uranus that is in your 2nd house of your finances, your values, your material worth. Here, the 2nd house for you represents your personal income, your possessions, your relationships with material security, and your self-worth. Uranus brings these sudden changes. It prompts you to reevaluate this area of your life. And so you might feel torn between pursuing your financial stability and investing in friendships or in group activities. This tension can really spark this desire to redefine how your values align with your long-term goals and the people that you associate with. The challenges can be these sudden expenses that are related to your social commitments, your social networks, or this conflict between your financial independence and your group dynamics. There could be friends or networks that can now change or challenge you with your values and your priorities. This is a chance for you to be innovative with your financial strategies. And it's an opportunity for you to create this support system that truly aligns with your long-term aspirations. You can find this new, unconventional ways to build both personal wealth and meaningful connections. At this time, be selective about the groups or the friendships that you invest in. Prioritize a collaboration that aligns with your evolving values and your long-term vision. Aries, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For exclusive content and deeper insight, check out my Patreon community using the link below. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Taurus, it's always important for you to be following where Venus is because she is your chart ruler. And currently, she is positioned at the the highest part of your chart. And so this is about your career, your reputation, your public image. You being up at the top and people being able to see you. The 10th house represents your professional life, your status, your ambitions, how others perceive you. Venus here is emphasizing your relationships with authority figures, professional partnerships, and your public image. Now, Uranus, which is in your first house of yourself, your identity, your highest expression, this transit's going to be really important for you because the first house is governing not just your appearance and your self-expression, but how you approach the world. Uranus here is really pushing you to embrace change and authenticity. You might experience this conflict between your evolving identity and your expectations that have been placed on you within your career or your public life, like other people saying this is how you should look, or this is how you should act, or this is how you should be. This transit is challenging you to align your professional goals with your true self. There can be these struggles to maintain your professional stability while defining who you are at this time. There can be these sudden shifts in your career that can force you to truly reconsider what are your priorities. This is a chance for you to revolutionize your career path by incorporating your true self. You might discover these innovative ways to balance your professional responsibilities with your professional growth. I encourage you to embrace the changes that come with your public image and your career. Trust that authenticity will open up these new doors for you. So Taurus, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Gemini, Venus is currently in an area of your chart that is about your belief system, your higher learning, travel, you connecting to other people. It's philosophy, long distance travel. Venus here is exploring, it's encouraging you to explore a variety of people, places, and things, building these relationships with shared beliefs or these shared experiences that you can have with others. Uranus, on the other hand, is in the hidden house. The 12th house is the subconscious. It's where we go for healing or spiritual growth, or where we tap into our dreams or the other realm. The 12th house not only governs the hidden aspects of ourself, but it's about tapping into other resources that it's about karma. It's what I've brought in with me. And so Uranus here is disrupting these old patterns within your subconscious, encouraging you to have these breakthroughs, whether they are emotional, spiritual, psychological, or like a connection to the spiritual realm, or a psychic ability, or connection to dreams. Having this square, you might feel this clash between what you desire and you wanting to expand your worldview, and the inner work for needing like healing and spiritual growth. There can be these philosophical shifts or travel opportunities that can bring you these unexpected insights at this time. Balance your outward exploration with the inner, the inner reflection. Sudden disruptions in your travel plans or in education or spiritual practices can kind of feel unsettling at this time. You can bridge this inner peace, this inner growth with these external experiences, finding these innovative ways in order for you to integrate education or spiritual insights into your beliefs or into your studies. I encourage you to stay flexible with your travel or your educational plans, and make sure that you are prioritizing these practices that help connect your inner and your outer worlds, your dreams with what is actually happening with your connection to the outside world. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For more information or exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Cancer, Venus is currently residing in your 8th house, which represents you sharing your resources or your intimacy sector, or the house of healing. It's your 8th house of shared finances, deep emotional bonds, transformation that comes through endings, and then there's these new beginnings. Venus here is really prompting or bringing the attention to intimacy and partnership that involved sharing resources. This can be with exes, with alimony and child support. This can be with family members if there are debt or wills that are shared together, or this could be business partners or significant others. It's truly the house of deep connection or deep bonding that you have with others. Now, having Uranus in your 11th house, this is where the square occurs. And so the 11th house, it governs your social circles, your networks, your friendships, your aspirations. It's your hopes, wishes, dreams, goals for the future, and who do you align yourself with, either for work or for pleasure. Uranus is disrupting this area, and it's encouraging you to look for growth and innovation in who you connect with, who you partner with. You might feel this tension between your need for this deep emotional and financial intimacy and your role within the larger community or within your friendship network. There can be these unexpected shifts that come up within shared resources or social commitments that can now arise. There can be disagreements over shared finances or investments that you have with friends. And remember, it's not always about money investments. Where you invest your time, your effort, your energy is an investment. And so this can be difficulty in balancing your emotional needs with your social obligations. The opportunities come in the transforming of your relationships by truly aligning them with your long-term goals. This is a chance to redefine what does intimacy and trust within your friendships or your social circles or your groups look like. Look to communicate clearly about your financial and your emotional needs, because the 8th house is the house of taboo topics. It's, I have to be able to bring this up. We have to air the dirty laundry here. Embrace the collaborations that can foster both personal transformation and for collective growth. So Cancer, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Leo, Venus is currently in your partnership sector. The first house is you being a Leo. And so the partnership sector is you with everybody else. Business partner, significant other, client. This is about close connections. And you can add in exes or frenemies, like it's the everybody else. It's one-on-one relationships that can be business, or it can be personal, or it can be legal partnerships also. Venus here is highlighting all types of collaboration and the need for balance within this area of your life. Having Uranus at the top of your chart, the 10th house for you represents your ambitions, your public image, the legacy you leave behind, your reputation. And so Uranus is really shaking up your career, your reputation, and it's urging you for innovation. There can be these conflicts that can arise between partnerships within your professional life and your personal life. You might need to reassess, how does your career align with your personal relationships. You can struggle to maybe meet these career demands without sacrificing your personal connections. There can be these sudden changes within partnerships or within your professional responsibilities. Remember, squares bring these tense moments where things need to change. And so you need to be innovative with your approach to collaborations within your career and within your personal life, looking to seek out these partnerships that support your ever-evolving goals. Look to stay flexible within your relationships and your career plans. Prioritize your partnerships that align with your long-term ambitions at this time. So Leo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Virgo, Venus for you is in the sector of your life that revolves around your day-to-day activities, your mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, psychological health and well-being, where we find a guide, where we find a mentor. The sixth house represents your balance between home and work and your daily life, taking care of yourself. Venus here is really emphasizing harmony within these relationships in your day-to-day life. Now, the square with Uranus is in your travel sector or your higher beliefs and learning, publishing, legal matters. The ninth house represents this expansion within education or exploration. The ninth house, having Uranus here, is disrupting these areas, really pushing you for change and innovation. The ninth house brings up this cross-cultural experiences that you have with other people. And so your daily routines can now feel at odds with your broader aspirations. You might need to rethink how your work and your health habits align within your philosophical outlook. There can be difficulty in balancing your personal responsibilities with a desire for exploration or higher learning. Redesign your daily routines to reflect your long-term goals and your personal beliefs. Stay organized, but stay flexible, because Uranus is expect the unexpected. Look to integrate these practices that support both your immediate and your long-term well-being. So Virgo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Libra, it's always important for you to follow where is Venus, because she is one of your chart rulers. So having Venus in your house of creativity and romance and self-expression, the fifth highlights all topics about joy and romance for you. It's about how you express yourself authentically. Venus here is focusing on your relationships that bring you pleasure, that enhance your creative pursuits. The fifth house for you is either children or it's your inner child. And are you meeting the needs of creativity and your inner child? Having Uranus in your eighth house, this is shared resources, birth, death, and rebirth, transformation. The eighth house is the house of intimacy and taboo topics. And so Uranus here is really looking for these deep emotional connections and personal transformation from you and possibly with a partner. Uranus here is really shaking up the established dynamics that you have within these areas. And so this can be with an ex, this can be with a business partner, a life partner, or this can be with family members. There can be tension that can arise between you pushing for your personal joy and dealing with the deeper, more serious aspects of shared finances or emotional intimacy. There can be these creative or romantic endeavors that can now conflict with financial or emotional entanglements. There can be these sudden shifts within these shared resources. Remember that this is the house of where you invest your money or where your resources are tied up with others. And when you are invested, this can be financially, emotionally, sexually, psychologically. All of these areas reside in this area of your life. And so expect these unexpected changes within your intimate partnerships that can feel possibly destabilizing. There can be an opportunity to look at how can I transform my approach to intimacy and my shared commitments that can support my creative and my romantic aspirations. Look to be honest about what are your desires. What are your needs? Use this transit to truly deepen your emotional connections and release these outdated commitments that just no longer serve you. So Libra, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Scorpio, Venus is now sitting at the bottom of your chart. This is the house of home and family. It's your living situation. The fourth house is like your personal life. It represents your emotional foundations of which you build your life upon. And so Venus here is fostering harmony and a connection with your family or a connection within your living space. Now Uranus is in your partnership sector, the +1 area of your life. This governs your partnerships, whether they're business or romantic or platonic or contractual. The 7th house is +1 of everything. I'm going to add in open enemies and exes because this is a hard aspect. And so Uranus is shaking up your established dynamics, and it's encouraging freedom and innovation either from you or with you or for you. The 7th house also represents clients and those people that we serve in that aspect. And so there can be this tension that can arise from between the stability that you're craving at home and the changes that are occurring within your partnerships. There can be these family dynamics that can create this conflict between a partner and their evolving needs, their evolving goals. This definitely has to do with you wanting stability at home, and the conflict, the dynamics are coming from elsewhere, somebody else. And so you want to balance your personal, like emotional needs with the demands of your close like relationships, your friendships. There can be these unexpected shifts within partnerships that can create uncertainty at home. Like it'll upset the balance of what is going on, the stability that you have at home. And so you're going to have to be innovative in how you approach all of these partnerships to foster a more stable, more harmonious home life. Like what does that look like for you? Focus on clear communication at this time with loved ones, with business partners, with clients, with the +1 person in your life. Look to build these emotional foundations that support both personal and relationship growth at this time. So Scorpio, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below. For private consultation, you can get that at willowgracemystic.com, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Sagittarius, Venus is sitting in your house of communication, short distance travel, learning, siblings. It's making friends, but it's focusing on your local connections, your local community, learning, relationships with the people that you come into contact on a day-to-day basis. Venus here is really wanting to foster harmony within this area of your life. The square comes with Uranus, and Uranus is in your 6th house of your day-to-day living, your day-to-day routines, your mental, physical health, well-being. The 6th house represents your responsibilities. How do I nurture myself? And then how am I of service to others? How do I care for others? And so Uranus disrupts not only routines, but it encourages this innovative approach. The 6th house is also alternative healthcare and healing opportunities. And so looking here, you might feel this conflict between wanting to maintain clear communication within your personal relationships and adapting to these unexpected shifts and changes in your daily work or in your health routines. There can be disruptions within your daily schedule, or there could be something going on with your health that could strain your ability to stay connected or to learn effectively. look at this as an opportunity for you to be able to find these innovative ways to manage your day-to-day responsibilities while improving your communication and your learning habits. Look to stay flexible with your routines. Look to embrace these creative solutions for balancing your personal responsibilities with your personal connections with other people. So Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're out for full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below. And don't forget to subscribe. So for Capricorn, Venus is in your money sector, your resources, your finances, things that you value. The second house governs your personal income, your possessions, your self-worth. Venus here is highlighting financial harmony, aligning your values with what brings you security. The square comes with Uranus in your fifth house of fun and joy and pleasure and children. This is the house of romance. It's the house of self-expression. The fifth house is about shaking up how you approach these areas of your life. It's really encouraging you to find freedom and to find fun and joy through experimentation. Look to avoid the tension, or to look at the tension that can come between your financial security and your desire for creative or romantic freedom, because you might feel like pressured to invest in your passions or in these unconventional ways. Balance your financial obligations at this time with the freedom to be able to explore your creative or your romantic desires. Unexpected expenses can disrupt some of your plans at this time. Look for these innovative ways of how can you align your values with your creative pursuits. Discover new ways to express yourself while you're trying to maintain financial stability. Look to reassess your priorities and invest in what truly brings you joy without compromising your long-term security. So Capricorn, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Aquarius, Venus is in your first house of self. So we know that this is all about you, your identity, your appearance. The first house, it governs your self-expression, how you present yourself to the world. And having Venus here, she's really emphasizing self-love, self-care, you focusing on your personal values. Now your chart ruler is Uranus, and so Uranus being in the home sector of your life. The fourth house focuses on your home life, your emotional roots. The fourth house is your living situation. It's your personal life. And so there's this square because Uranus wants to disrupt this area. It's encouraging you to have innovative ideas in how you approach family and stability. You might feel torn between prioritizing your individuality and the meeting of the evolving demands of your home or your family life and how things are changing. There can be these sudden changes at home or within your familial relationships that can feel destabilizing. You wanting to balance your personal identity with family expectations, this can be challenging for you. So use this energy to create this home environment that supports your individuality. Redefine what your family dynamics are in a way that honors your growth. Prioritize your self-expression while maintaining this open communication with family members. Embrace these changes as these opportunities to build this more authentic foundation and connection with others. So Aquarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community, and don't forget to subscribe. So for Pisces, Venus is hanging out in your 12th house. This is the house of healing and isolation, subconscious, dreams, intuition, psychic ability. This is the house where we can connect to our ancestors, our spirit guides. It's also the house of meditation and spiritual retreats. It's where we go to heal and renew, and having Venus here, she's encouraging the inner work, you finding harmony through solitude. Now, Uranus is in your 3rd house of communication. And so we have the 3rd house governing all types of communication, learning, relationships within your immediate environment, like neighbors, siblings, cousins. Uranus is really disrupting this area of your life, encouraging you to have these new approaches to what is solitude. And so you might feel this tension between your need to stay engaged within your local community and with your siblings, your neighbors, that class, that workshop, the people at work. There can be these unexpected disruptions within communication that can just feel overwhelming for you. Use this time to integrate your spiritual insights into your day-to-day interactions with others. Rethink how you can connect with your immediate world. Prioritize moments of solitude in order for you to recharge, but remain open to these innovative ideas in order for you to communicate and learn with others. So Pisces, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Join me live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, go to willowgracemystic.com. For exclusive content and deeper insights, check out my Patreon community using the link below, and don't forget to subscribe.